and you're live with me, Scotland's flamboyant psychic, Robert Lee, and I'm with you here on Ask the Answer from 8 p.m. right through till 9 p.m. with the Angel Hour. I'm live with you most Tuesdays at 8 p.m. looking at all things angelic, tuning in with my angel guides, and of course, looking at your questions that you send live into the show. We are just waiting for people to join the live stream. We are live streaming on all of Ask the Answers social media platforms. So we're live streaming from YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and X. We also have Ask the Answer TV live streaming on Ask the Answers website. So if you don't have a social media channel, that's okay because we also live stream every week directly on the website. How do you get involved with the show? You can send a text into the show every week. You can see the number running along the bottom of your screens right now. If you text the word angel and your name to 077 00 500, that's 077 00 500, I get the text sent to me on my portal. So I live stream at home from my iPad. It's on my stand. I'm live streaming from Scotland, just in case you didn't understand the accent. And I'm in my little psychic hub. And this is where I do my live streaming. This is also where I take all your calls. So I also take all your calls when you're calling through to me here on Ask the Answer. Now, Ask the Answer isn't a new psychic service. It's been running for 13 years. It could be longer, actually. It's probably over 13 years now. And Ask the Answer TV isn't new either. We've been live streaming for over a year. I think I've done the first live stream. Over 16 years, sorry, Ask the Answer has been around. And we've been live streaming with Ask the Answer TV since January the 3rd, 2022. Believe it or not. And I've been working here in Ask the Answer for well over a year. In fact, it'll be 2 years in June. So it's well over a year that I've been working here on Ask the Answer. So what do I do here in Ask the Answer? I take your calls. So when you call through to me, after the live stream, I take your calls. I work in a psychic way and I'm also a medium as well. So I connect with your loved ones in spirit. So I work in when I say I'm a psychic, I work intuitively. Sometimes I use my tarot cards. When I'm on those IM chats, I use my tarot cards and my crystal ball. When I'm on the phone, I work intuitively and I work with my spirit guides and connect with your spirit guides. Okay, so that's how I work. You'll find my bio over on Ask the Answers website for yourself. The great thing is, every psychic that works here in Ask the Answer has their own bio. But I'll be logged in at 9 o'clock. Hopefully I'm at the top. What happens is if you're a good boy like me and you log into your scheduled hours, you'll be at the top. So hopefully yours truly will be at the top so you don't have to search too far for me. If I'm not at the top, you'll find me right at the bottom. Okay, right? Okay, but I think I've been good enough. Right. So, the Angel Hour. What was I talking about there? Okay, so you can find out, just before I jump into the Angel Hour, you can find out more about Ask the Answer on Ask the Answer's website. It's on all of our social media channels. Okay, so that's my pin there. And as the live stream goes on, the lady that works behind the scenes will tell you about Purple Hearts. She'll show you the links for Purple Hearts if you check the comments. And you'll be able to access the links for yourself. Okay, so every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, I'm logged in to take your calls. I'm scheduled to be logged in to about 10. Sometimes I'm logged in longer. It just depends how long you're going to keep me busy for on those phone lines. Okay, right. So let's have a look here. I'm using tonight, I've dropped my crystal actually. I need to pick it up because I was going to talk about the crystal. So we're moving into February. And a lot of people in the lead up to February, what do you think's on their minds? So if you're watching the live stream, let me know. What do you think's in people's minds on the lead up to February? Well, I know because I've been working as a psychic for 10 years. I've been working full time as a psychic for, I think it's 5 years this year. 5 years from the 19th of January 2024, I've been working full time as a psychic for 5 years, believe it or not. That's scary, isn't it? And I've been a psychic medium for a lot longer than that. Anyway, so in the lead up, the end of January, when people come through to me for their calls, what's in their mind? What do you think? Because we're going into February, love is on their mind. Okay, that's what's on everybody's mind in the month of February. Yep, you're right. Love's in everybody's mind, because what happens is Valentine's Day, and this is just my opinion. I mean, I'm all about love, and I'm all about sharing love, and I'm all about loving yourself, and loving your partner, loving your family. Valentine's Day's become so commercialised that they can't. It's practically February's love month, right? As it happens, and you might agree with me if you're watching the live stream, right? Valentine's Day isn't just a day anymore. It can become, with social media, with Instagram, with TikTok and Facebook and all these things that people put up in reels, February becomes love month, right? So, because I'm all about loving myself, I've got a rose quartz here. Now, I was looking for my big rose quartz. I have been out and about, so it's maybe in my bag and I couldn't find it, but I've got my little rose quartz here. This is one of the original stones I actually bought. It's quite an old one, but I've got a bigger rose quartz. But anyway, we've got this little one, because I'm about loving yourself, healing yourself, loving within. So I think it's a good crystal to have, especially in the month of February. Okay, so the angels suggest, or my angel guide suggests, that having a rose quartz is going to be good for February. Okay, it's going to help you love yourself. It's going to help bring you a renewed romantic love into your life. It's going to help you work out love situations, not just in a romantic level, but in a platonic level as well, because we love our friends, we love our family. I was going to say we love our work colleagues, but that's maybe just a bit too far, right? Okay, some of us do, some of us might not, but I'll leave that in your capable hands to decide. So our crystal card for the collective tonight is the rose quartz. Rose quartz is the international crystal for love. Rose quartz talks about your love life. It talks about new or renewed romantic love. It's here for you. And you're probably thinking, Robert, why are you talking about love? It's not your love hour show. But what I'm talking about is, as we step into the month of February, love yourself, okay? Love yourself, heal yourself as you move into the month of February. If you're single, don't worry about finding love in February, okay? Right? Don't worry about it. Learn to love yourself. That's the messages from the angels tonight. That would have been really good for the love hour, wouldn't it? But anyway, it's all about the angel crystal healing cards. It's all about that angel healing. It's all about those angel blessings that are coming in for us this evening here on the live stream. Okay, and then I've dropped that crystal again. I'm going to leave it at my feet. Okay, so we're going to be talking about what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the crystal angel cards. Okay, the card for the collective tonight is the rose quartz. It's all about learning to love yourself. Your crystal that you're getting guided with tonight is, and for the month of February. I promise I won't try and talk about crystals for the rest of February, but I don't know if that's possible. Your crystal for the month of February is the rose quartz. Now, see, when I talk about crystals, I don't mean you need to rush out and buy anything. I can't tell you to do anything like that, and I'm not touting any crystal businesses or anything like that. A lot of us have got lots of crystals, so lots of people that watch the live streams, lots of my clients, they've got crystals, and sometimes they ask me, what's the best crystal for me to use right now, Robert? Or if they're wanting to get a new crystal, what would be the best crystal to have? And crystals aren't overly expensive anyway. Okay, so you don't need to go out and buy like a 10-ton rose quartz and you have to hold it with both hands to take it. Anyway, you can get a little chip, for a couple of pounds. So I'm going to look at some of your questions. We're going to see if MD's popping on the line to say hello to. And we're going to, if you let me know where you're tuning in from, if you're watching the live stream, there was another thing I was going to say there. If you want to ask me anything about the angels, about the angelic realm, You can send it into the show, or you can pop it into the live if you're curious to know more about how angels work. Okay, so I'm logging into the live stream. Hi, Kathy Rankin. And Dot Menzies Holding, I can see your comment there, and it says, I don't know what I've done with this camera tonight, it's maybe a bit too low, but Dot Menzies Holding, it just makes me have to sit like that, and then you think, like, my cheekbones can come out a little bit more. Good evening. I'm in Shropshire, which is in England. Rose quartz is such a pretty stone, lots of different size pieces in the stone. You're right, there is lots of different size pieces in rose quartz, and you can get rough rose quartz, you can get tumblestone polished rose quartz, you can get a big piece, you can get a small piece. There's all different sizes, which is great. Whoops. What did I do there? Right. Right, I don't like my stand, so I'll give it a little kick. Right, you can just buy a new one, Robert, you don't need to kick it. Hello, Catherine Rankin, I hope you're well. Hello, Lynn Anderson, I hope you're well too. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. Let me know where you're tuning in from, girls, and let me know what the weather's like where you are, because yesterday it was very mild in Scotland, and today it was mild in Scotland as well. I went out, wait, I'll show you, I can actually confirm how many steps I did today because I took my phone with me. So I went a nice walk today along the beach. Right, drum roll. Look at that. So I done 17,000 steps today. I don't know if you, oops. What have I done here? There we are, look at that. So I don't know if it's backwards, but I done 17,340 steps. How amazing is that? That's because the weather was nice in Scotland today and the sun was shining. But I heard yesterday some places was 19 degrees in Scotland. Can you believe that? 19 degrees, that's our summer. Right, so I don't know where it was, and I said to myself earlier, I heard it on the news, and I thought, right, I'm going to have to look that up. But I haven't looked it up yet, but I'll look it up after the live stream. So I'm quite proud of myself. I love walking. So any of these that know me, guys, maybe you don't know me, this is something I haven't shared with you. I absolutely love walking. I haven't been walking in ages, obviously, because of the weather. I wasn't feeling 100% at the start of January. But I thought today is the ideal day to go out and walk, and I done it. A nice coffee and then back up the road. So let me know where you're from, guys. So you're from Scotland, Lynn Anderson. What was the weather like where you were from, where you are? You don't need to tell me exactly where in Scotland you are, that's okay. And I'm going to log into the portal now. I've got nothing else to tell you, that's all. I've got nothing else to, I've got plenty to talk about the angels, but I promise I'm not sharing anything else about my personal life tonight. Right, that's for you to tell me. Okay. Dear Robert, this is the first question. Can you please tell me if my wee dog will get a loving new home? She's sadly going to an animal charity this week due to ill health at home. Thank you, angel blessings, Catherine. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Catherine. I'm so sorry to hear that, Catherine, about your wee dog having to rehome your wee dog because of ill health. I'm a sucker for pets. Absolutely love my pets. I'm just looking at one of them over there right now. My wee Aura. She's my wee girl cat. She's in, aren't you? It's freezing for the cats now. It's getting really cold. But I'm going to look at this for you, Catherine. And I've got 4 cats, by the way. I probably tell people this every week. So I've got 4 cats. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Right? And I promise you, if you came into my house, you wouldn't even know I had any cats. Right. I'm in Renfrewshire, really cold at the moment. Catherine Rankin from Saltcoats was mild but cold. Yeah, it is mild but cold. Okay. Wee Catherine's dog going to be okay. Now, obviously, I'm not a vet. Obviously, I'm not a vet. because I'm here working and Ask the Answer. Not that I'm saying that vets can't be psychic. Better watch what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I'm not medically trained. I can't look at any medical questions. Okay, it would just be awful if I was a doctor, wouldn't it? Right? Because I'm not medically trained. So you wouldn't ask somebody that wasn't medically trained a medical question. I don't know anything about animals apart from the fact that I love them. But we'll see what the angel cards are saying to you if your wee dog's going to be rehomed or not. Besides that, I can't look at it. But let's see if your wee dog has been home. Let's see if it's going to be okay. That's what the angels can look at, and that's what I can tell you. Right, so we get the Dolomite crystal cards coming in for you. More fingers and thumbs tonight. Right, we get the Dolomite crystal cards coming in for you. Stay strong. Stay strong in your faith that your wee dog's going to be okay, my sweetheart. A positive outcome is going to happen with your wee dog in regards to the rehousing and enjoying the housing. And you have to keep a positive mindset. Okay, right. So, Catherine, keep a positive mindset. Your dog's going to be okay in this new place. The dog's going to thrive, but you need to stay strong in the faith that they are going to thrive. Okay, I hope that was okay for you. Sorry, they were going to rehouse in an animal shelter, but you knew what I meant. Right. We've looked at that one. And we're going to move on to the next one. And this says, Dear Robert. Oh, we've done that one, right? We've answered it. And then we've got another one here. Okay, this is from Margaret. Hello, Margaret, my wee sweetheart. I hope you're well. Good Scottish name, that, isn't it, Margaret? Right. And it says here, is my boyfriend coming back to me? He keeps saying he's waiting his DBS to come out before he can come down to London. Is that trust? Has he been cheating or hiding anything from me? Okay. God, that's a bit deep for 20 past 8 on a Tuesday, isn't it? Right, so I'm not sure what DBS is. Okay, so excuse my ignorance if you're watching. I'm sorry, my sweetheart. But I'm going to look to see if he's coming back to you, okay, and if he's going to come down to London. Right, is Margaret's, sorry, not ex-boyfriend, but is Margaret's boyfriend going to come back? Is Margaret's boyfriend going to meet her in London? Oh, right, okay. And remember, okay, so not only, guys, am I not medically trained, right, which is really obvious, I'm not legally trained either, so I'm not a lawyer, right? Although, I mean, I probably could be a good lawyer, right? But I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not medically trained, so I can't give any guidance or advice on legal matters. I can't give any guidance or advice on medical matters, okay? They're the two things that when we're working here as psychics that we can't give guidance on, okay? And it makes a lot of sense that we wouldn't, because we look at hearts of the matter, so we look at things that are going on in your life, the hearts of matter things, okay? Like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like things that are happening in the here and now, messages from your angels, okay? Right. How we're going to get past a difficult time. Okay, we look at the picture as a whole rather than giving advice on that. So, let's see what the angel message is for you, Margaret, okay? Right. So we get the citrine crystal cards coming in for you, okay? Citrine crystals is all about release the burdens, okay? Release your burdens, release your worries by giving them to your angels, more specifically your guardian angels, and they will, you know, you're giving it to your guardian angels and your angels for healing solutions. So anything that you feel overburdened with, anything you feel worried about, connect with your own guardian angel and they will give you the healing and the solutions you need. I hope that was okay for you. Thank you for joining me here on Ask the Answer. Okay, we're moving on. We're definitely moving on. Okay, right, so Angel, and this is Emma. Do you know when I'm going to get married? Do I know when Emma's going to get married? Okay, right. I love it. I love it when people like. I love questions, right? I love relationship questions. When I work in Ask the Answer, a lot of my guidance that I give out is all about love and all about healing from past love, moving forward for new love. I get that, right? And I love it. Absolutely love it. Right? Ask any of my bosses that are Ask the Answer. They know that's my favourite thing. They know that's what I come to work for, right? That's how we do the love hour. So, see in the angel hour, we want to know about angels, don't we? We want to know what our angels are saying, the messages from the angels. Are the angels helping us to meditate? Are the angels helping us with our affirmations? Are the angels helping us with our manifestations? What crystals is the angels guiding me to? What messages do my angels have for me in my life right now? These are the kind of questions we want for the angel hour, right? I don't mind your love questions. I've got a show dedicated to bring you the love questions. Okay, so every Thursday night, guys, 9 o'clock, okay, I talk about the love hour. And we talk about everything on the love hour. Now, I've been told to watch what I've been saying in the love hour. That's how much we talk about things. We get into the nitty gritty of who's doing what. Okay, right. So, any love questions, I want them on a Thursday night. I'll answer them because they're on there tonight. But any love questions, Thursdays. Thursdays at 9. The love hour. The late love hour with Robert Lee. Right? So, right now, we're all about the angels. Okay, but when you get married, my sweetheart, because it's a relative question, it's a fair enough question. Right. Okay, when is... Do you think you can get married abroad? I think you get married abroad, Emma. Okay, there I go again, dropping cards. I think you get married abroad, Emma. Because I'm seeing the beach, I'm seeing the sand, I'm seeing the water. Okay, it's either that you're going to be near a venue that's got water and the beach. Okay, that's what I can. My angel can be showing me, my angel guide, right? But do I know when? Is the question. Okay, so we get the apatite crystal cards coming in for you. Lovely blue energy in the card. Look at that. Blue to me is all about communication. Okay, it's all about opening up. So if you're in a relationship right now, which I hope you are when you're asking me when you're going to get married, because that's a start, isn't it? Right? So it's all about progressing your relationship right now, not perfection. It's all about not comparing yourself to others, where others are in their life, where your friends are, where your cousins are, where the latest influencer is on Instagram. It's not about comparing all that. Instead, focus upon how far you've come within your life and what direction you're going in with your life, with your partner. Okay, so it's about progress, not perfection. Okay? I mean, and you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, you've not answered my question, Robert. When am I going to get married? What I want to say to you is, okay, I feel you will get married. I feel it's on your cards in your future, my sweetheart. Okay? Psychically, I feel that you're going to get married for definite, right? But what I see is we've got to have progress in a relationship right now, not perfection. We've got to communicate. And the reason I'm going like that is because your angel guide's pushing you and guiding you into the next stages of your life, okay? So it will happen. There's just no rush for it to happen. There doesn't need to be a rush for it to happen. Okay, I hope that was okay for you. And thank you for texting in to the show this evening. Emma, press answer. If you're not watching, you'll be able to watch it on the way back. Right. And we've got another question here. This is from Lynn. I believe in angels. Okay, we have a question here from Lynn. And it says, do you see my plans working out the way I want them to this year? Many thanks. So we're going to have a look at your question in a second, Lynn. If you've got any questions, guys, or if you want to ask me anything about the angelic realm, please put it on the live stream. Okay? So please put it on the live stream if you've got any questions about the angelic realm, if you've got any questions specifically about the angels, anything at all. And this says, Lynn, do you see my plans working out where I want them to this year? Well, I think that's a really good question. I ask that often, and I think, right, what's my plans for this week? In fact, I've spoken about this before, and I have to write down daily plans because otherwise I can go off on a tangent, right? That's just my mindset. So I can go off and I could be doing one thing and then I'm away to start another thing. I could be doing one thing and I'm away starting a brand new project before I've even finished the first project. That's just the way my mind works. So I've got to do daily lists. I've got to do weekly lists, monthly lists, yearly lists. And those lists for me turn into my goals. Okay, so I feel that's what you want to do, Lynn. The reason I'm telling you that is because when we break it all down, right, and I talk about this all the time, and I'm sorry if you've heard it already, but sometimes we just need to hear it again. When we write down small goals, okay, we score them off and we achieve them, the way our heads are programmed, it makes us feel as if we've got somewhere. So, for example, what's a small goal you can think of? So I'm just going to give an example. So say you've got, say that Monday to Friday you're working and you work 9 to 5, okay? And one of your goals is on Saturday is to have a takeaway because you've worked all week, you've fed your family, and you just want to sit with your feet up on Saturday night. That's actually a goal because when we do it, we've achieved our goal. So what we think we can achieve, right? And when we think more positive, we achieve positive things. So write that down. It seems minuscule because you've maybe done it before, but if you write that down in your goals list for that week, then score it off, our mindset goes, I've managed that goal. What other goals am I going to be able to manage? And then your small goals go into bigger goals, which maybe your bigger goals is monthly, and then we can go to even bigger goals, which are yearly. Okay, so go back to your goals list, Lynn. Go back to thinking, Lynn, what can I do today? And what is it I want to achieve today? Right? It could be I want to achieve today to have mine is always have a coffee. So have a coffee at 3 o'clock. Have a coffee in peace for 5 minutes. What I mean by that is because I work from home, right? And I love working from home. And you get caught up in your day. Okay, you get really busy, right? So what I do is I put some music on at 3 o'clock, click the kettle, put my phone down. I don't look at my emails. I'm not logged on to the phone lines. And I just have 5 minutes to myself, right? There's literally only 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Some days I don't do it, some days I do. But if it's on my goals list, that's the day I'm going to do it. So that's a dead small goal, isn't it? Have a coffee in peace, right? Then I score it off. Just gives you that mindset. Right, this week I want to achieve. Some weeks I want to achieve. I'm trying to give you examples to relate to. Some weeks I want to achieve working 20 hours on Ask the Answer. Okay, so 20 hours logged into those phone lines. Some weeks I want to achieve that, so I write that down in my weekly goals list. Okay? And then another goals list I might want to achieve is working on Ask the Answer for a year. So I've managed to achieve that one as well. That was my goal for 2023 going into 24. So I've managed that, so I could score that off my list. When we think of all these things, and this is for everyone watching the live, when we think of all these things, we can bring them to achievement. Okay, right, so think small. So your question was, just to go back to your question, do you see my plans working out the way I want to this year? Yes. There's no reason they shouldn't plan out the way you want them to, Lynn. There's no reason they shouldn't plan out. Okay? But go back to your goals list, go back to the drawing board and think, right, okay, how can I achieve my goals? Energetically, January 2024, we weren't ever going to start anything probably until about the 24th when we had the wolf moon. Okay, so if you're into reading astrology, which I am, and learning about astrology, sometimes I even have a wee astrology reading because it really makes a lot of sense. And the last one I had and I'm not just saying this because he works in the line, but the last astrologer reading I had was with Justin Topper, who is a very well-known astrologer in the UK, and he works here in Ask the Answer. So check him out, guys. Right. So nothing was going to start until the 24th of January anyway in our goals list. So remember, I've said that to you as well, Lynn. Okay, so maybe you feel you haven't achieved anything yet, but nothing was really, because the year hasn't really kicked off yet. So the year's just started to kick off in the last 6 days. Okay, energetically wise. Right. Did MD have any more questions? Because we're up to date. Which isn't like me. I'm firing through them. Which is good, because the more people's questions I answer, the more guidance they're going to get. Right. And look at that. I was just going to check if Justin was logged in, and he's right up the top there. Okay, so he's logged in. He's right up the top right now. All righty. So if you've got a question, I've got time to look at your questions. I think we're live streaming on YouTube, X, and Twitter. X and Twitter's the same thing, Robert. We're live streaming on YouTube, X, and Twitch. Twitch is like a really new, it's not really new, but it's a modern live stream. This is a good one. And it says here, if you're struggling to achieve your goals, which angel will help you? Now that's a really good question. Okay, right, so for struggling to achieve our goals, guys, which sometimes we do, don't we, right? It's the angel of success. So it's the guardian angel of success that will help us achieve our goals. Male angel, okay, and probably you're thinking, well, a male actually achieving these goals, but male energies and masculine energies give us that confidence to achieve our goals. That's why he is a male angel. Okay, what I mean by that is, I'm not saying men are more confident, right? But men have got the masculine energy. We've all got masculine and feminine energies within us, and the masculine energy gives us the confidence. So that's why he's a male angel, to give us that confidence. Okay, so in the angel of success. Now, I've got my little book of affirmations here, and that leads me on to, so if you want to be successful, I've got a little affirmation, right? Or if you want to encourage yourself to be successful. So it's angel of success is your guardian angel. And the affirmation is, I have the ability to be successful in whatever endeavour I wish to undertake. I know I have what I need to achieve my goals. And say to yourselves as well, I'm a successful spiritual being who will achieve their goals through hard work and perseverance. Okay? Goals are all about perseverance, aren't they? See, when you want to achieve something, whatever it is you want to achieve, each and every one of us wants to achieve different things. Okay, sometimes we have similar interests to people, we want to achieve that interest. Sometimes we don't. Okay, but I've got different interests from you, you've got different interests from me. I measure success differently from the way you measure success, but as long as you're being successful in your eyes and you're achieving your goals, who cares what anybody else thinks? Okay, so remember, perseverance is great for when you want to achieve your goals. Never giving up is great when you want to achieve your goals as well. And there's nothing more heartwarming than people coming back to me, especially my clients, and saying thank you, just for, not even just for the reading, but thank you for the confidence boost and telling me to stick on that lane, stick with my goals, because the perseverance and hard work has paid off. I'm a great believer, not even looking at this from the angelic realm or psychically, but I'm a great believer in hard work and perseverance paying off. Okay? Right. We are going to stop tonight just a little bit early, because I'll tell you what, my angel guide is totally ready to take your calls. Okay, right, me and my angel guide, we're ready. We're going to get logged into Ask the Answer. We're going to be taking your calls, and I'm going to be with you, what day? Thursday at 9 p.m. with the Late Love Hour. Now, we've got quite a few shows here in Ask the Answer. It's not just all about Robert Lee. In the world of Robert Lee, it's always about me, right? It's always about me and my world. But listen, in Ask the Answers world, there's more than just Robert Lee that works here. On a Monday night, we have Ask Anne on Ask the Answer, the alliteration of the word A. That's the lovely Anne Scholes, and she looks at all of your questions on a Monday night. Everything, house move, if you're going back to university, college, love, careers, everything and anything Anne will look at for you on a Monday night at 7 o'clock. Then on Tuesdays, it's yours truly, Robert Lee with the Angel Hour. Thursdays, it's me again at 9 o'clock with the Love Hour. Then we've got a new show on Friday nights with Sarah and John Harris. So you'll have seen John. He works in the lines on Ask the Answer, and he has a show on a Sunday night, Messages from the Other Side. And you'll have seen Sarah. She also works on Ask the Answer as well. You'll see her profile on Ask the Answer's website, along with everybody else's, but you'll see her profile on the website, and she's with you. It's called Psychic Chat, where they talk about all things psychic. You can put your questions to them. You can ask them questions about the spiritual world, the psychic world. You can ask them how they work. You can ask them how other psychics work. You can ask them what they think of certain tools. You can ask them anything you want, okay? Right. Within reason, you can ask them anything you want about the psychic world, and they will look at it for you. It's really interesting. And every week on Psychic Chat, we're going to have guest psychics that actually work in Ask the Answer. Okay, so lots of psychics that work in Ask the Answer. And it would be nice to put some names, faces to the names. Obviously, you see our pictures, you see our YouTube videos, but it'd be nice to know a little bit more about the psychics, wouldn't it? Right? Because people always ask, people always want to ask psychic questions. Okay, right? What happens in this situation? You know, how do you feel as a person? So that gives you that opportunity to connect with the psychic. Not only how they work as a person, but what they're like as a person as well. Okay, so that gives you that opportunity on a Friday night. And then on Sunday nights, we have at 9 o'clock, or is it 8 o'clock? I think it's 8. Oh, sorry, it's 9. Messages from the Other Side with John. Okay, so I'm finishing up, guys. I'll be back with you on Thursday. And it'll be all about love for the month of February. We'll not stop talking about it. Anyway, bye for now.